Bobby the shoes, keep Las Vegas and the sunny costs too. If you said to me that I would never see another fly, would I be blue? Those circles I'll be placing mine is just a blue trade line.
Well, the first real band would have been, well, the Travelling Three was myself and another guy, of which we went for an audition for Opportunity in Oxford. It was at that time with Hugh Green, and after we finished the audition, he called Charlotte Earl and told us we were.
He said we were very good. He says, but how long have you been together? And I says, well, we've been together. He says, yeah, because the other one has not been long enough. So.
But he did say we'd be on either that year or the following year. But he never contacted us again, so that was what we should have knew then that was our run of luck in this business. Well, then it went to the Cordells. And that name was picked for the band through everybody that came to the place we played at the time, because we were looking for a new name for the band. So we asked them all to pick out a name, and the winner would get a bottle of whiskey. So we looked at all their names and they were all rotten, so we had one up ourselves. And that was it, it was the Cordells. And that went on for about 5 years or so as the Cordells.
Together again, my tears have stopped falling. Long, lonely nights are now at an end. The key to my heart, you hold in your hand, and nothing else matters now. We're together again, and nothing else matters now. We're together again.
Then, from then on, and after I left the Cordells, I went to another band, and that turned into a show band, of which we travelled all over the country. You know, again, right enough, you know, there was 7 of us in the band, and the manager, we never made any money, not that I can remember anyway. There were a lot of laughs, I suppose, but we never made any money. We played the length and breadth of the country, in some of the bigger venues like the Corn Halls up in Scotland and things like that, places like that. But we spent a lot of time down in North England, further down. And then, of course, I wanted to, after that finished, where did I go? I didn't actually. I went to Wales for a wee while with some guys that were working in the Erskine Bridge. So I went as a painter. I wasn't a painter right enough, but I went as a painter. But needless to say, the guys only wanted me to take the guitar with me, so that's what I done doing there for a few months. Then when I come back up, I started another show band called the Tower Show Band, which again travelled everywhere playing, even onto the islands like Islay, everywhere. You name it, we've probably been there. Again, never made any money, but that was it. We moved on, and as I say, we went to the show bands and everything else. And after the show bands, I went with another guy who was a singer in another band, a guy called Sid Jones, and him and I went together and we'd done clubs around everywhere and down in North England, and we spent a wee while doing that. And then that twittered it as well, and I went on my own because I'd always wanted to do other things, as I say. So I was doing a lot of picking up things and doing a bit of comedies and all the rest of it.
Just one morning, you looked on me. For just one morning.
Oh dear.
Well, that was with that was with a guy,
Mark Fennick.
Mark Fennick, who was a manager for one of the bigger bingo organisations. Carlton Bingo, yeah, it was. And they done a charity thing every year, so they decided they were going to do a charity thing for Macmillan nurses. So Mark came up with the idea what we'd do is do this tape called From the Heart. So myself and my drummer, Brian McDonnell, and Charlotte, and Mark, who liked to do a bit of singing, and he was very good. So we went into the studios, of course paid by the company anyway, so we went into the studio and we recorded all the songs and put it on the tape. And I think we made 5,000 of them. We made 5,000 anyway. And we'd done a tour around Scotland, round the bingo halls. And then we done it again, sort of 3 months or something like that. In fact, it was a cameraman who used to come to Millport that knew me and asked me if I'd be interested, he would put me forward for this show. I said, oh, definitely, go for it. So they came, they asked me up for an interview and I gave them a wee demo disc and they said, that's great, right? But what they wanted, we had about 6 weeks and they wanted songs written for the show. And they showed me the film of the show in Las Vegas. And then I came out and I said, how am I going to write all these songs in that time? Because, you know, it's a lot for me, but I knew Simon, Cy Jackson, Duncan McCrone, so I got a hold of Duncan. I said, Duncan, how quick can you do it? Do you think we could write some stuff? The boy said, aye, okay, so we got it done for them. And it was all different parts, but it was about an Irish guy who was a bookie in Ireland, but he loved going to Las Vegas and playing in what was called the £1 million game at that time, where it was a knockout. You paid £10,000 to go into it, and then if you get beat, if your £10,000 get beat, that was you. But if you win, you could carry through to the final. So that's what it was all about. But this was one of the songs about the poker lady, because they wanted a wee song for it. So we wrote this one. Well, I saw the poker lady, and I tried to catch her eye. But she was looking someplace else. This time she passed me by. She didn't hear me calling, but one day I know she will. So I'll go back to Vegas next time around. Next time around it could be my day. That's a long story. Well, in actual fact, the truth of the matter is he probably doesn't know himself about half of this, but really what it was when he was born and had a wee bit of problem, had to go for operations. The guy that was going to do all the operations spoke to us after it and had sort of indicated to us the best thing we could do for him was to build his confidence up, give him some. So fortunately enough, I was in a business where you need confidence.
Well, This and That's my granddad's band, and he was always pushing me towards music, but it was maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. I was just getting up and doing a wee song every now and then, a couple of numbers, and I'd sit back down and watch them. But then eventually I started to play with them more. And well, my biggest influence, of course, was my granddad. Because I grew up watching him play music. The earliest memories are him down in Millport, and I was only maybe 5, 6, 7, that kind of age, watching him up with Brian sometimes in the tavern, and they would get me up and I would do my wee Elvis number, something like that. Love me tender, love me true, never let me go. For I'll be yours through all the years, and I'll never go.
So your granddad says he's going to retire this year. Do you believe him?
No, not a chance. I don't believe him.
Thank you very much.